All right, time for Q&A part 2, the answers. Let's see, starting with Smoke, he asked, have I ever been called a cheesehead before? Um, Jokingly, yes. I think a lot of us in Wisconsin call each other cheeseheads, but not really from anybody out of state, at least not in a mean way, that I remember. Edmonton Road Rats, Dashcam Justice, asks, are we there yet? Yes, we are. To which you're supposed to respond, really? And then I say, no. That's apparently a joke my kids kind of made up. I don't know. Anyway, CT Dashcammer asks, which of your videos is your personal favorite? That's the first question. My personal favorites, probably the ones that make me laugh. The funnier moments, not so much the bad drivers. CT Dashcammer also asks, what is your favorite kind of cheese? I'm going to go with, I don't know. I don't really have a favorite. I would probably say Swiss, because I like mushroom and Swiss burgers. Yeah, Swiss. It's Swiss. Alright. CT Dashcammer also asks, which other country would you live in if given the opportunity? If I had to pick another country, it'd be one where I speak English. I'm not bilingual. And I don't want to learn another language at this point in my life. I'm too old for this crap. So, probably the UK or Australia or... Australia's too hot. UK's too rainy. I don't know. I kind of like where I am. I don't think I'd ever move unless... Bad Drivers of Connecticut asks, why am I your favorite? Well, to be honest, it's because when you sing along with the radio, you can actually sing in tune. Most people who sing along with the radio, they're like amputees. They can't hold a note, they can't carry a tune. Haha, that's the end of my jokes for this video. Bad Drivers of Connecticut also asks, what is the future of your channel? As in, where do you see it in a year? Or whatevs? Probably where I am now. Just, posting videos of bad drivers. I was thinking of doing some kind of a driving vlog with my channel at one time. But my life isn't really that interesting. I don't think anybody wants to hear about my day at work or, how my kids are doing or what my wife had for breakfast. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it was something that would be entertaining to anybody else. It wasn't really entertaining to me when I listened back to the footage of the one time I tried. So I might get there, something might happen in my life or something might happen someday where I just have to vent and I'll, just talk to myself while driving home or whatever. There you go. Bad Drivers of Wisconsin asks, do you live in Milwaukee? That's the first question. No, I do not. Not any longer. I grew up in Milwaukee and moved away and then came back, then moved away and came back again. So I probably won't come back a third time or fourth time. I can't add my head that quickly. But it's a nice area. I work in the Milwaukee area, so I do visit it a lot and lots of fun stuff to do in Milwaukee. So I'm often driving through there. And I have family there. So, yeah. Next question, Bad Drivers of Wisconsin asks, how long have you been in southeastern Wisconsin? All my damn life. Like I said, born and raised down here. I lived in Appleton for a little while, which is kind of like central Wisconsin. But other than that, a couple months I was up there. Always been in southeastern Wisconsin. Bad Drivers of Wisconsin also ask, what is your dream car and what car would you realistically get if you needed a new one? I don't have lofty dreams. My dream car, since I was a kid, was a Ferrari Testarossa, which I'd probably get if I had the means. That'd probably be my dream car. Realistically, if I needed a new one, I'm kind of at that point now. I've been looking at getting a Mazda 2, just because it's they only made it for a few years. There aren't that many out there. It's small, it's fuel efficient. It's perfect size for what I do. Is just drive back and forth to work every day. but unfortunately I need a back seat for my kids sometimes, so I can't really get the two-seater sports car that I want. But anyway, the Mazda 2 it'll have to be. Bad Drivers of Wisconsin also asks, have you ever been in a collision or witnessed any collisions? I've been in a couple collisions. 0 of them were while I was driving. I should say with a asterisk on that one. I have not been in a collision with another car while I was driving. I have hit an object in the road, which is a story for another day. It's a real long story. Yeah, anyway. Bad Drivers of Wisconsin also asks, oh wait, I forgot to ask that. Have I witnessed any collisions? Yes. Not real close up, not anything serious. Not since I was a kid. But yeah, nothing really serious or dangerous to me. I had to swerve around anything or stomp on the brakes or anything. Anyway, back to the next question that Bad Drivers of Wisconsin also asked. How long is your commute? Average time it takes? It seems like you go from pretty far north to pretty far south every morning. That is true. My commute is usually between 35 and 45 minutes. Longer in the wintertime, of course. It's about 30 miles either way. Okay. Next question. Thomas, 2006, 1985. Both good years, by the way. Do you dash cam in Oshkosh area? No, I do not. I've been to Oshkosh. I visited your wonderful outlet malls and your wonderful EAA aircraft museum, and never been there for the fly-in, but have been in that area. Yes. Next question. Bad Drivers of the Sacramento area asks, any brand recommendations? I'm thinking of getting a Wicked HD dash camera on Amazon. Well, I would say do your research. There's lots of good reviews online. There's lots of people on YouTube that review dash cams for a living, it seems, and amongst other electronics. I can't remember the name of the guy that I used to watch back when I first got my dash cam. I'll put a link in the description if I find it when I post this video. But basically anything that records in HD, just check your reviews. Get your camera for what you need it for. If you don't need one that's really good at night, if you don't need one that has GPS and all that extra stuff, or dual outputs for dual cameras and all that stuff, kind of get what what you need and what fits your situation. All right, last question is from Happy Fox. If cars were mandated to be sold with dash cams as standard and you had complete control of the footage, would you buy the cars, or would you be one of the privacy nuts that think aliens of my government are going to beam the footage out of my cam while I sleep? Yeah, I think I would. I think with rear view cameras becoming standard in a couple years, thanks to the government, it's a good idea. All cars should have them. It's kind of like a sensitive subject with me because I believe that the driver should drive the car. The driver should be in control of everything, and more electronic devices are coming out on cars to take that away from the driver or to make the driver feel more safe. And what that does is, I believe, it makes the driver not pay attention as much. They think more like the car will drive for me, the car will avoid the accident for me, and pretty much like Mercedes commercials pretty much say that. Hey, you're a bad driver, you should get this car. It'll avoid accidents for you. It'll tell you when not to change lanes. It'll slam on the brakes for you if you get too close to somebody. That's a bunch of BS, I think. And if they had more driver training, mandatory driver's ed, if getting a license was harder to get, I think everybody would be fine. We don't need all these electronic nannies. And if you need all that, maybe you shouldn't be driving, honestly. One last question. Wasn't on my Q&A video, but GA Road Encounters asked, is your horn stock? We have the same car, but the horns sound a bit different. I compared ours back to back, and yours is higher pitched. Well, if you watch my dash cam setup video, I kind of touch on the subject where I repositioned my stock horns. Stock on my 98 Camry is a horn in front of the radiator behind the grill, and there's one down on the left lower, I don't know what you'd call it, left lower frame, but it's kind of hidden behind the air box and all that, the intake and all that stuff. So I noticed it was kind of muted down there, so I thought I'm gonna move it up behind the grill next to the other one, and that way it's more symmetrical because I'm kind of anal retentive that way. And in doing so, just moving it up there, making a longer wire for it and plugging it in, it sounds so much louder, and I think it sounds so much better. So yeah, they're stock horns. They're just, you know, up in the same place, I guess. I used to have a Subaru, and everybody's throwing hella supertones on their cars, and I was going to do that, and I kind of put those up there where they would be if I was going to put hella supertones on this car, but they're loud enough for me, and unless one goes out, I won't be putting hella horns on this car if I even keep it that long, yada yada yada. So yeah, I think that's all the questions I had. I'll probably be posting another Q&A video when I get more subscribers to let everybody kind of ask the questions that I've already answered, because we all know how YouTube works, right? Anyway, so that's it. I'm going to go head to work now. Hope you enjoyed this wonderful view of Lake Michigan and the boats going in and out and the little lighthouse and all that stuff. So take care and stay safe out there, guys and gals. Bye.